I have called it. Now let's go and check this. Okay, so I say name, password and email. I am giving the same email which we have here. It should generate an error basically. It is okay. It's saying undefined index u gender in this line 13. Some errors in PHP basically. Connection on line 1, 21. Okay, all the problems are inside here in the functions page. Let's check con mysqli connect localhost root social network. Okay, the connection is okay, but okay, first of all, whenever we want to use the connection, this variable in a function, so first of all we have to make that global. Global means use the global word and then that con variable which has a connection basically. So by making this a global variable, this will work inside the function, otherwise it will not work inside the function, because the functions are special things, something. So the next problem is in this gender. Let's check this page in dex.php. What is the name of the gender inside here, right here? Oh, this is problem. U country, we have not changed this to user gender, u gender. Now it's okay. Now it should not create the problem. Just refresh again and everything like okay. So now it should validate the email, check the email whether we have this in database or not. Sign up. So see here, again it is saying in 21, on 21 it's saying we have the problem. Okay, in 21 MySQL get email. We have made it global, still it is giving us an error. It shouldn't basically. It should not create an error for us, but anyways I just put that there. User email is equal to that. Okay, I click it again and you can see here this email is already registered. Actually we had that inside the if the global we added here in the if statement, so we need to add it just after when we start the function. So it is saying here this email is already registered, but this has actually this has actually broke or design. So we can do something like inside the JavaScript we can do something like a script tag, JavaScript tag in the echo statement. We can add the JavaScript tag and then say alert, so we will give the user an alert which will be this email is already registered, please try another one, please try another. Okay, so that's simple and nice. Control S to save. Email is already registered, so we should get this error now. Just add something here in that email. This email I have here in the table. See, email is already registered, please try another. So this is nice and working beautifully right now until here, but the next thing we can check the password of the person. I mean this one, we want something like 8 characters at least for the password. If that is not there, then we can say to user that please add password of 8 characters. So we can say minimum 8 characters. Okay, so inside the another if clause, in the first condition we can say strlen. This means string length in PHP. This is a function basically to use, so you have to add 2 more parentheses for this function. 2 are for if statement and 2 are for this strlen, means string length, and we let it will give the value as pass, which is a variable and has a value. Basically we say if this is less than 8 means this is less than 8 characters. You just copy this whole thing from here, so we cannot write it again. We'll say inside the alert box we'll just say password should be minimum 8 characters. That's it. Control S to save again. Now refresh again. Just let's say, oh, Abdul Wali password is just I added 6 characters, and the email will be different, something like this one, so we cannot get this error. And country, female, and birthday etc. Then click sign up. You can see password should be minimum 8 characters. So nice and fine working. So we can actually now validate the password and the email as well. So after that, this form is okay because we already have added the HTML attributes to this form, which are basically about if someone is clicking without entering or filling this form or this one, so they get an error that first please fill this form. So you have now that. Now we need to actually just go and simply insert the data into the table if these 2 conditions are met. So what we can simply do is just write else statement here, else, and in here in the else, because this does not need a question or a comparison or a condition basically, sorry. So here we will say we'll create another local variable, insert is equal to, we'll write insert into users, and there will be 2 parentheses, then values, and 2 more parentheses. In the first 2 parentheses we need to specify the fields inside the table, and in the next we will just write the values which are coming. So we'll insert this value to this fields. So the first field is basically here, you need to check again. The first field is user ID, but that is automatically incremented, so we don't need to add in this there in the query. But after the second we will start username, user underscore name, then user underscore pass, then user underscore comma. You have to add comma as well. User email, then after that user underscore comma and user underscore country, then comma, user underscore gender, then comma, user birthday, user b underscore day, and user image, user underscore image, sorry, user underscore image, and the next is register underscore date, then comma, and the last login status and post, last underscore login status and posts. So now we have specified all the fields inside the users table. Now which values should go to this? So you have to write inside the single commas. So the first will go the name, then comma, then in the single comma the next will be the pass, the third will be the email, the fourth will be basically email, fourth will be country, fifth will be gender, yes, and the next will be b-day. After that user image will be just default .jpg, which you will have in the inside the folder there, the user images. Just by default you can add any value here, but these variables are bringing values, so we are giving them, but by default we have given here a value like default.jpg. Now the next thing is basically the register date, which will be date, and again date, and in the last will be status, and in the next and last one will be the posts. That's it, really simple. We have written the query, insert into users. First we have specified all the fields inside the table by using this comma as well, just separating them, and the values are this which are coming to the form, basically name, pass, email, country, gender, all the other things. Now we will say create a new variable, local variable, run insert mysqli underscore query function again, and then the connection, and then the insert, which has the query because we have saved this query inside this local variable, which is insert. So the query has run. Now last if will be something like this. The last if statement here will be something like if run underscore insert, this variable has been executed. This is basically a nested else if inside the else statement. So we'll say just copy this whole stuff here, echo, we'll post it here, and we'll just say registration successful. We don't need to do anything right now. We'll remove this exits command function from here. We don't need to do anything, just we'll check this if it is working or not. In the next lecture then we will actually redirect the person to another page. So just let's start check this, because we have got the data in the local variable here, you can see, and we have validated the email and the password, and the connection is also there. Now here we have also inserted the data into the table. So if this query has been executed, then the data we should receive in the table. Refresh the page and say Abdul Wali is the name, password is Wali Khan 123, the email is something like this one, country is Afghanistan, and mail, and whatever is the this birthday. So sign up, registration successful, great, and so much fantastic. Okay, now just come here to the table and just click the browse or refresh this. and you can see the next user, the user number 2, Abdul Wali, this password, email, Afghanistan, mail, the date, user birthday, last login, and registered date etc. So actually this has some problem, the last login and the registered date. We will just make it correct in the next lecture, and also we will redirect this person basically to the next page, and we need to actually add some security to this, so these variables which we are getting from the form, so we can make our form secure. I will tell you this all in the next lecture. Stay tuned.